Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing you guys how I get to make my knotless boho braids in the comfort of my home. So if you want to see how I achieve that, just keep watching. This is going to be a very detailed tutorial on how to add extension, how to add your coily hair to your boho braid, how to start your knotless braid from the very root, and how to achieve a very beautiful boho braid. You can call it a boho braid, you can also call it a bora braid. So I'm going to be explaining that to you guys as we move forward. So let's just dive into the video. So I got this beautiful extension, the Bohemian 22 inches human hair coils from the HOTBRAIDS. This extension is full from the top to the bottom, which I love so much, and it came in 300 grams, and I actually used the whole of the 300 grams. Just keep watching, you're going to see how it came out. The extension is really beautiful. The coils doesn't tangle, you can run your hand through it without no tangle. So the one I'm holding right now is 100 gram, and in that 100 gram, if you unravel it, you're going to have 250 grams on it. However, it also came with this gadget that you can actually use to start and finish your braids. So what I'm unraveling in my hand is 100 grams. So when you take off the rope, it becomes 50 grams. The both of them makes 100 grams. So when I'm making my knotless boho, when I'm making my boho braid or my bora braid, I like to put gel on the tips before taking the extension. It makes it easier for you to just take out the extensions. And also I'm going to be using a synthetic straight hair to start the braid from the root before adding the coily extension. This hair rack really made life so easy for me. And then again, if you're wondering how was my setup, this was how my setup is. You have mirror at the front and mirror at your back, just to make sure you can see everything very clearly. So we're going to dive into the braiding now. So what I normally do, I just try to detangle my hair, comb my hair in session. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to explain in details how you can do your bora braid, your boho braid, if you want to do it in the comfort of your home. So I start by braiding my hair, my natural hair from the root, share it in three like I'm doing right now. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. You're not going to miss any step. It's very easy and simple. If I can do it, you too can do it. So when I braid my hair from bottom like 2 to 3 times, I start adding extension. But the reason why I'm going to add a coily extension first at the bottom is because I want whereby the coily extension should be at the root on that last line. If you want to see how I complete this, how I start and finish this bora braids, I'll be linking the video so you can watch it, how I did the other braids. So the last line, what I did on the last line different is to put a coily hair to start the braid, just to make sure I have a coily hair at the bottom, at the very root. It gives it that kind of full volume as well if you do that. So that's the reason why I actually had the coily hair. So right now I've just added the first straight synthetic attachment onto the knotless braid. So I like to add in 3. So I add the first one and this is the second one. So I will add 3 straight extension at the root. So that is what makes my knotless braid from the root, if you guys understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I've just added second one. I'm going to add the last one, which is the third one. So when I'm doing that, because I'm doing it myself and I cannot see the back of my head, I like to use my hand to just vision what is going on there. So that was exactly what I did right now. So I've just added the third synthetic extension. So if you add it in 3, you have the same size of extension in the 3 side of your hands, the 3 braids you are having on. If you understand what I'm saying, you can see that the braid is sharing 3. So if you add 3 extension, you have the same size of braid on the 3 sides, so it makes it easier. So definitely you need your lip to be able to help you to secure that extension, coily extension, if you're starting that, just to make it very firm at the root. So that was the reason why I use my lip to hold it. I know a lot of people complain about using lips to hold your extension, but if you want to make a very good DIY, seriously, when using your lips, it makes it much easier for you. So you can see the next one that I've just added now. I didn't really use my lip because I can just easily flip it back and braid forward. So what I did is to put it into the braid and braid it a little bit downward. When I notice that it's a bit tight, then I just throw the coily extension to the back so it doesn't like distract what I am doing. So when I braid downward, I add another extension. On one of these braiding extension, I think I added about 8 or 7 when it gets to the front, and this hair came out really beautiful. So you can call it the boho braid, you can call it the Bora braid. So the difference between a boho braid and Bora braid is the coil. That is the reason why I love this extension that I used. The extensions is full from the top to the bottom, which is very good. It does not unravel. You don't have all those short ends that will be falling out, which I love so much. I've never actually experienced that as a braider. All the bob hair always have those short ends that will be falling out, but this doesn't have any at all, which is really good. And the extension stays to coils. The coils is really defined, and you can run your finger through it, which I love so much. I've never actually seen an extension, coily extension, that you can run your finger through it. So when it gets to the down, what I normally do, I put the coily extension at the down to complete the braid. That's why when you'll notice that there's a coily extension at the bottom of the braid. So when you add that coily extension, you just braid downward. That was what I just did now. And then you don't really need a glue or a gum to secure the end of your Bora braid or your boho braid. All you need to do is to knot it carefully, nicely, the way I'm doing it now. If you pay attention to how I knot it, you will see that I knot it differently. I've had a comment on how you knot your knotless braid, or when you are ending your braid, how do you knot it. This is how I basically knot it, and it doesn't unravel. It stays till when you're ready to lose your braid. So you don't really need gum on your boho braid or your Bora braid or your knotless braid. You don't need that. You could see how nice it looks. It came out really beautiful. So if you've watched this extent, it means you like this video. If you do like this tutorial, please don't hesitate to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you like about this tutorial. I ended up putting 7 strands of coily hair onto the braid, and it came out beautiful. The extension is very good, no tangling, no shedding. And if you would like to order this extension, I'll be leaving the details on the description section. Don't hesitate to check. You can call it boho braid, you can call it Bora braid. It's all the same. The difference is just the volume. The Bora braid has more volume than the boho braid. That is it, and it came out beautiful.